All right, we all good to go?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I love how we did this on the fly too. Like we should have totally probably done it beforehand, but who cares? Like,
Ooh, we're gonna start off with a very hard question. What did you guys eat for breakfast today?
I didn't eat breakfast.
All right.
Same. I don't eat breakfast.
Me neither.
You also what the?
I had
dollar nuts.
2 oranges, coffee, and eggs.
They won't let Tesla sell.
I had
Okay,
coffee.
Citrus and
That doesn't
coffee
count.
sounds like a strange combination. It
Well,
feels
it's like separate. It's the citrus first, and then you have the eggs and coffee afterwards.
It's how you train
The
your
order's
stomach
crucial.
to become like
Yeah.
iron.
And then the nails afterwards. And then...
Does anyone else here, by the way? I'm
that
muted.
goes without
Gun-
saying.
Anyone else here in the background? Like
Uh-huh.
Aaron's got like a TV on or something.
up
It's
his
so funny. Seriously though, how like what are you guys most excited for with stadium stuff coming out?
Oh my
If there's
god.
anything.
So I just want to see more people playing it because we've been working on it for a long time. So you just like you get to this point where you're like so close to something that like it's hard to get out of the headspace of like of everything that you're doing. Like,
I have a package
and the
at
other
door.
weird thing
Shit.
about that is like what everybody on the stadium team is working on right now is
I
like
can't go get it. I
stuff
can't go
for
get it.
like season 17 and 18, you know? So you're like, it's kind of like
I
what
gotta-
you're thinking about when it like finally launches, you get like pulled back into the present. And hopefully like you just get to like watch
I don't know what to do.
because the team loves that. The
I'll be
team
right back.
loves it when people are having fun in the game and we get excited by it.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it feels like to be working on something for like a project for years and then finally people get to try it out. You know what I mean? Like the fruits
Yeah.
of your labor.
The worst
Yeah.
part of that too is a lot of times like so it'll like launch at 11 our time, Pacific Standard Time, and then
I
you'll just have meetings.
fucking missed it. They
You have
left.
meetings like
Yeah.
all day, and you don't get to jump in. You don't like really get to watch people play it and stuff. Like
The
that.
only way
left.
we get to do
They
that
left.
is we literally make them on the schedule that is play the
I
game.
fucking missed
Yes,
the
we have
package.
that
They're
next
gone.
Tuesday, though. So we have.
Fuck,
that
they were
set up.
doing. Oh.
Oh, nice. Just to see everyone's reaction. No meetings in the time between launch to kind of like.
play with steel.
Well, and also
Yeah.
it's good
Gauge
to just
everything
like,
is.
hey, everybody, go have fun, right? Like,
Yeah,
play
go
the game in a context that isn't necessarily you're required by schedule to be here. Like, have a good time with everybody. Yeah, I'm super excited. Obviously, yeah, what Aaron said about we're working on stuff the next couple of seasons
Thank you, Super
already,
Chat.
right? We have a lot
But
of
nice,
plans
but I
for this
think
thing,
it's
and
again.
so yeah, it's sort of almost weird to come back to it with fresher eyes at like, oh yeah, this is the state where we decided this was the shipping version, right, for 16. It's almost like it's a totally like new way to look at it again. But yeah, you get so close to it that you almost end up in a space where, oh nice Q-pop, where you almost don't know if it's like, oh, do only we find this fun, right? Like, we know we like this and we're happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
And mass, is that going to be true? So it will be good to see.
Just to see a different perspective, not on the back end, just like an actual active player outside of like working behind the scenes, just to get their perspective on
God,
your
I love
idea.
cake.
Full disclosure, by the
Matthew,
way.
is that the real cactus puppy in your chat? Does he hang out?
That
Oh
is-
yeah.
That is the real cactus in the flesh.
No way!
Yeah, he's a big
that's
lurker in
amazing.
Karki stream.
Oh, that's
What-
awesome.
What tank should I go? What do you guys think?
The puppy.
I don't know.
I think Queen's pretty
It's really
fun.
your call here.
Yeah, I do. She is my favorite usually to play. That doesn't mean that I'll play her well, but I will.
Okay,
Full
is there any
disclosure?
specific power or item that you? Oh, sorry, Flats. Go ahead then.
Sorry, I was gonna say because I wanted to say something back to Aaron because I had a follow up to his thing, but I had a package that was gonna get delivered and they rang my doorbell while you were talking and I didn't want to cut you off, so I was trying to listen to the end of it. And then like right as like you were finishing, I went to the door and I missed the fucking package. It's gone. So now I gotta get this in. Are you able to say how long you've been working on Stadium? Because I'm so sick of like the.
Yeah, just set the record straight. So
I'm
people
so
can
sick
stop
of the. Well,
being
now
so
now that
annoying about it.
Ruffles is here. Now they finally decide to do something.
They're so desperate.
We're gonna
Okay, go ahead.
we're gonna do it
we made it in
director's
like a
take.
week.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so we'll do a director's take and we'll talk about it a little bit, but I could probably go into more detail here. The first pitch deck that was put together I gave it to our steering group on Overwatch in, it was either August or September of 2022, before Overwatch 2 even released. And it was funny because
Really?
yeah, it was a long time ago. Like Walter, when he came on board, he's the general manager of the whole Overwatch franchise. He always wants our team to be working on like one really big swing, right? And so this was the first one that we talked about. And I remember like my kids are into video games. My oldest it really is, and goes in and out of Overwatch. And so he actually created a pitch deck for this thing called the Tower, which was a round-based, upgradable like tournament basically in Overwatch. And he even built like a sample level for it. And so he took all that stuff and put it into like that first pitch deck. And that's sort of what we used to get greenlit. And then the development team like took it over and like heavily iterated on it, changed it into something like totally different and special. But it's just kind of cool that it started with like my kid kind of doing that.
Man, that's sick, actually.
He's going in the credits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put him in there. That's awesome. So there it is. Let's set the record straight. The pitch was not December of 2024 when Rivals came out.
Does that mean Overwatch has its next game director coming out and like coming up in the next like 20 years? Like we're planning for the future.
There you go. Right. He'd probably do a better job than me, actually.
No.
He's definitely better at the game than I am. That's for sure.
Who were the first heroes that you guys decided to add to the game mode?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the very first prototype for it had definitely Genji, definitely Rein, Soldier, Reaper, and maybe Kiri. And then I think also Ana was very early too.
Right, just a lot of the Overwatch staples, right?
Yeah.
No,
just,
that's the wrong nano. All right, Aaron, you're gonna pop off with that one.
Sorry, I don't think it's happening.
No, that's the right nano.
That's the right nano, because you're going full torpedo build, aren't you?
Yeah.
Full ability power.
Aaron, I had a torpedo build yesterday. I did 7 or 8 torpedoes in like less than 30 seconds. It was amazing.
Love that.
Oh, there. Oh, no. I thought I was going to be a good tank and go help, and I backed did not.
That's how it always goes.
I know there's a big team working on this, but was there one specific power item that you specifically did or created? Because I'll buy that one specifically and let you know if it's good or bad.
For cast, well, cast. But I made the barrel roll one where he can like hurt people with his roll.
So you know what to build, Flats, this game. You're going
Barrel roll build? Alright, I'm down.
You're barrel rolling. That's for Dylan.
Lucia low. Lucia 1, as the kids say.
Okay, that felt personal.
As the kids say, yep. With the up inflection, you got it right.
You have to say
Not
real
Lucia.
one though if you want to be a kid though. Real one, real
Yeah.
one. Melee?
Wait, what? Flats,
Real
I
one?
promise I have a headset. I promise I heard
I believe you, I believe you.
that.
I have to touch.
I knew it was coming and I couldn't do anything about it.
God.
I got it.
Here's where it all comes out how bad I am.
No.
No, we're a late game
You,
team.
we saw your profile picture. We just know you're on the wrong hero. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, it should have been you
We
tanking.
just need a roll swap. We just
Right?
need a roll swap. That's all.
I've got a Rhine build that is like my comfort build, and I love it.
What
Oh,
is
what's
it?
the
You gotta
build?
link it.
It's a barrier build, but it's just all speed and barrier, and then healing on the barrier. It's the like enable the team, but you can go so fast that some like the enemy team just can't catch you sometimes, and it's like it's pretty hilarious to watch them all going after you and like just completely falling behind.
That's funny.
That's a very defensive oriented, just like,
It
don't
is.
worry, team, I got you. Really leans into your role as
Aaron
the game
is a
director.
really
Just like, I got
unselfish
you guys.
player.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's not the full ability power charge build or the
Although in the
fire strike
playtest we
one-shot
did
build.
yesterday, he was just going in as Ryan with like nobody. It was just Aaron. We were like
What are you
16.
talking about?
He was off in Narnia, and we were like 16 miles behind him.
You saying he's feeding?
No, I'm saying he won. He 1v5 people.
Oh, okay. All right. I see
Wow,
it.
he didn't need us.
I wasn't Ryan. I was somebody else. I was one of the season
You
17.
were right in one of the
heroes,
game. Yeah, you were right at one point.
Roadhog confirmed.
dude.
No, please don't tell me you're. Please don't
They're
tell me you're a
willing-
Roadhog player.
Oh no, somebody left.
Oh.
I think to make things fair, one of us has to AFK here. We have to spectate, and then you have to cast the thing. I'll nominate myself first. I'll cast. All right.
All right.
Okay, one of their DPS left, so yeah, that works.
Do you think
But
we
the game,
fixed the running into the door issue
Oh, never
at
mind.
the end here?
Running into the
Oh,
door.
I
the
literally
false
just
start?
did it. I just ran to the glass door.
Oh, I always do that.
So you're saying you should remove the?
Take out the glass again.
Remove the glass. part
Remove
two.
the.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah.
It's a flat circle.
Flat circle.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
That was a good one. No, I give it to you.
You're being very kind.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh no.
To the Ryan. Oh no, you got.
How do we not get that Ryan?
I'm running as fast as I can. I'm running as fast as I can. I'm underneath. Aaron, I'm in the sewers. I'm in the sewers.
Oh.
Ryan's in the sewers. Ryan's in the sewers.
Wait,
He's in the gutter.
This is the thing.
He's in the wall.
I'm terrified. They're all going the other direction. Oh, there they are.
I'm having an adventure over here. No!
Get him.
Fighting demons.
There's a question in chat. A casual question that doesn't require too much thinking. What got you guys into game development? We'll start with
Go into game development?
yes.
Is that what the question was? Dylan, you want to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I used to be an actor actually.
What?
For a long time, and I went to film school too. And then at some point I was like, man, I really don't like the film industry actually.
Real?
And instead I was like, what's the thing that brings me joy in life? Oh yeah, video games. I like those. And I'd always generally liked them more than most stuff. So I like dropped out of film school a couple years in and said, what if I went to game design school, mother and father?
How'd that go?
You know what?
The conversation I mean.
To their credit, they were very cool about it, if a little skeptical. But yeah, so then I moved to Chicago. I'd been in New York before that, and studied for a couple years, and then got my first job. My first proper job was at a studio called NetherRealm Studios. They make Mortal Kombat. And it
That's
just-
some Karki's alley.
Yeah, and then after that, I moved to Texas, and I was at a studio called Gunfire Games,
Oh, God.
where I worked on a game called Remnant from the Ashes and Darksiders.
Good games.
Yeah, and then I was at Arcane Studios for a while, and now I'm on Overwatch. But yeah, I've always just sort of loved games, so it seemed like a pretty natural thing to do once I made that call.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's worked out.
I was gonna pretend. I was just like smiling and nodding, trying to like pretend I knew what games they were. Darksiders, but it seems like it's a pretty big fan favorite here. What's Darksiders? What is this?
You ever heard of Darksiders?
Is this like a? I have not. No.
I haven't either.
They're sort of very like comic booky, stylized graphics, action adventure games. And generally
okay.
they change genres pretty wildly between entries. So the first one was kind of it was early 360 era, not early but mid 360. So it was it was kind of your typical brawly action game, and then the second one actually had like a lot more open world loot Diablo-esque influences. And then the one I worked on, Diablo 3, I didn't work on Diablo 3 actually. Darksiders 3 was more of a Souls-like Metroidvania type of thing. Yeah, and then Remnant is a third-person shooter.
Is Barrel Roll the one that you had? Just sorry to cut you in.
No, you're fine. I did make Barrel Roll. Yeah.
I'm going with that one then. Sorry, you can continue. I just need to make sure.
You're totally fine. Yeah, and so yeah, Remnant third-person shooter, which wouldn't you believe it came in handy working on Stadium.
Ah, drew some inspiration from from
Exactly.
previous experience. Hey, there we go.
So yeah, that's me. Aaron, it's your turn.
I was
Oh.
kind of like obsessed with like spaces when I was a kid. So I'd always like draw floor plans, and I had like a subscription to like a boating magazine. I would like trace the boats from the top down and do like floor plans for those. So I started getting like 3D content creation software like in high school. This is a while ago, so it was when it was first coming out. And I would just like make spaces, you know, and I didn't really realize that that was like a job I can do in the video game industry until I was like
Central 15 months.
in college, started getting some friends that were doing it, and so like I just got obsessed, and so I was just at home, you know, either playing video games or like making levels and art, and eventually just kind of got good enough at it to where like I had a friend at a company, he like kind of handed my resume in, and then I got a job. This was up at Crystal Dynamics up in Silicon Valley at the time. We worked on this game called Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver 1 and 2, so they were like PlayStation console games. And then from there I went to Blizzard and worked on WoW.
Soul Reaver. Another
Yeah.
title I'm unfortunately not familiar with.
It's an
you
older
a
one, so
gamer?
this is like late 90s,
I know Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
right? We're getting crushed. I'm not contributing a whole lot here.
Yeah, Aaron, our currency totals are not super high.
Let's see my.
That's
oh
okay.
wow, that's like way low. Okay, we got this.
Hello, Boger.
Oh, we got it. No worries.
All right, I got a spooky question time. I don't know if it's an answerable one. I know a lot of people are gonna probably want to have, you know, more of the roster getting added. Is there you know, like, I guess I'll just ask it. It's like, what's the schedule potentially gonna look like? Is that something that can be answered? Like, how many might get added, or how
I don't
often
know
they'll
if
get
we
added?
could say like how many per season, but there will be like heroes coming every season for this thing. You know.
Every season? Okay.
Oh yeah. Rather not get into like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
specific
I
numbers.
wanted. I knew it was gonna come up. Someone was gonna be like, "Oh, why haven't they
Heck yeah.
asked how many?" It's like, just
Actually,
get it out
like-
of the way with now.
It's pretty cool when even just one new one hits. It has a pretty big impact. And then obviously like multiple at a time, you kind of feel like it's a bit of a new experience.
Right.
I feel like we can say that like there will be more than one in season 17.
Oh, look at you.
Oh,
But I won't say how many.
We got one out. We've got a little bit out.
Okay. Okay.
But we got lots of ideas.
I don't know if the, is the long-term goal to eventually add everybody, because I feel like
Yeah.
some heroes may not work
Some
fit too
heroes are
well
tough.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see some being hard.
That is the goal.
That's the stretch goal eventually.
Some of
we'll
them
get
are,
there.
like you say, more difficult than others.
Right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a bad spot. Yeah, that's like a goal, I think. But like if you look at the way Stadium, like the armory is set up, some heroes that you think might have like a ton of potential at first blush are going to be a little bit harder for us. And even one we see people bring up online a lot is Tracer.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, wait, where's Tracer in Stadium? And when you think about it, like ability power doesn't really help her at all, you know, except
Right.
maybe on her ult. So it's like you'd be going all in on like weapon power, maybe a little bit of survivability, unless we just did a ton of like unique items for her. So there's certain ones where it's like we'd have to like think about it a little bit more before we bring them into the roster. But it'll take us a little while to get all of them there. I should purchase something. The other thing that's interesting is I mean, there's 17 heroes now and there's 9 maps. And so with the 9 maps, you've got like, you can go through 7 of them in one match. So we do think that like actually adding maps right now is just as important as adding heroes to Stadium. So we've got like plans every season for different map additions to the game. You know, like some of them will be like some of the maps that we've got in there right now, which are sort of like converted versions. Oh, like we're in Ilios here, like converted versions of maps we've got.
right.
Some of those will be brand new. And then we're also working on a brand new game mode.
Also, what about certain characters that
You actually played that today.
like Ramatra?
I missed it.
Imagine that
It was
would be
good?
very difficult, especially with third
When you guys
person
talk
and
about like
motion
having a separate
sickness.
potential
Might be.
development team for a stadium with adjustments, patches, is that going to be on the
Did he say-
same schedule?
Wait, is it game
cadence
mode?
as normal patches?
I was listening to TTS. I missed it.
Yeah, probably, but I have a feeling in season 16 it's going to be faster. You know, like we really want to get like really get behind it that season. Like
season?
and also just like show players how serious we are about supporting the mode.
I love this mode. This is
actually
genuinely
a great
awesome.
mode.
So fun.
I have a
You know, one of the
personal-
things that we like, I was kind of worried about with the mode was that's a
That's not great for me. Listen, I've been watching a lot of Flats and Bronze videos and Bronze spectating videos.
Whoa, whoa,
and,
whoa, whoa.
and all the time he's like, "Don't be scared, stop running away." And so I tried.
yeah.
That was my.
What were we talking about? We were talking about something. I already forgot.
Talking about the cadence of patches.
Paul, I think it's 2
and you
months.
said a little bit
Oh,
more
yeah.
heavy because it's obviously the first patch. So
Yeah. I think we'll get that. Oh, did you run in there, Dylan?
No, there was other people in there too. with me,
Okay.
I think. Oh no, looking at the replay, there kind of wasn't.
never look at the replay. Always assume your hindsight's perfect.
Yeah.
Real.
I could see even more of it in 3P. My mistake. Even less of an excuse.
Yeah, Blades Follow, dash up.
Does that mean there's gonna be patch notes for Stadium, patch notes for
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
5v5,
Yeah,
and
they'll all
patch
be
notes for
included in the
6v6?
same set of patch notes.
So wait, so all
good.
so Stadium, 5v5, and 6v6 will all have patch notes in the same set of patch notes?
They're all in the same
My
patch.
watch time on those is gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, about
We're
to
gonna-
say patch. We're
gonna
gonna
be
patch
like
for
50
different
different
modes.
modes.
That's actually great for me too.
It's gonna be 50-minute patch note reading videos.
I was watching you read the blogs earlier today. and,
Okay, that was a lot. I was dying.
That was a lot of reading.
So yeah, so we'll be doing
The
a
draft
lot,
is
and then,
11 pages long?
We've got like
Oh, God.
plans for like we were talking about heroes and maps, but then we also think that there's some features that the mode could really use. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we've got plans for features for the next few seasons also. I talked about a little bit earlier. I talked about we're going to be doing a director's take on it. The goal is, don't hold me to this, but the goal is to have like some sort of roadmap for that director's take for at least for a few seasons.
Okay, I like roadmaps.
That-
Roadmaps are nice.
Flats, I literally had someone come into my chat once. It's like I couldn't handle Flats' cadence. He just reads way too slow and all that stuff. It's like, are you for real? So, you just got to rap got it. That's the
Dude,
strategy.
I was
The
literally
longer the
speed
patch-
running today. How much faster do you want me to go?
Not today. No, not today. Not today. This
Oh,
was
oh,
like
oh.
several months ago, I think.
Oh. Well, okay, because like I go faster, but I might skip a word or two, and people freak out.
Yeah,
But it's not even that, something that even matters half the time. And, it's like, well, you didn't say this, and it's like, well, you understood what it meant, right? Like I just kept it rolling.
Katie's in my chat, and Katie says that the next patch is 11 pages currently right
Yeah,
now.
I just saw that. Oh my.
I gotta ask.
I may have mentioned
what,
this before. Okay, yeah, you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Aaron, what are you watching?
Like on TV.
Yeah, I was just
okay.
curious.
Yeah.
He's in the office. That's
Oh!
why you're hearing stuff.
Oh, so it's like other people.
Oh yeah,
okay.
sorry. That's like our art director and tech director Dion and Jesse. They're just like having
Oh,
a conversation.
Oh,
like,
my bad.
Aaron Keller's got freaking Subway Surfers pulled up at a TikTok, and and he's like,
Just to
he's
make
just
sure people are
content
stimulated.
maxing.
Yeah.
He's watching
I
thought you were
this
just
season
like-
3.
genuinely interested in like, hey, like what do you watch at home? And I was about to get
Actually,
into
what are you
solo
watching?
leveling.
Yeah, I'm down to know.
What are you watching?
Well,
Let's go.
Dylan knows we just got
Yeah.
through the solo leveling season.
Yeah, we did.
And, like,
Oh,
Yeah, everyone keeps talking
we
about that,
were-
like season 2.
We were
or
all
something.
about it. We had to go
yeah.
buy the remaining chapters that are translated after, so we could keep reading up.
cultured.
and I do watch
Everybody says
Severance
solo
too.
leveling.
Someone put that into chat, but yeah,
Yeah.
watch Severance.
Who isn't
And I
watching
don't know
Severance right
why-
now?
I
That's
don't-
the real question.
I'm not.
Yeah.
What's Severance?
Oh, it's. I watched the pilot. I have to
Like as a
subscribe to
concept?
Apple TV to like watch the rest, but
It's good. It's very
good.
very good visuals. I think season 1's better than season 2, but that might be a bit spicy.
Yeah, you know what? I like mostly agree. I thought it turned around though, season 2,
Sure.
and kind of like it ended pretty
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah, fair.
yeah, see, it started a little weird. And then I don't know why I'm doing this now. I'm kind of late to the party, and this isn't supposed to be like a. I don't want to get like political. This isn't supposed to be a political statement, but maybe this is just where my headspace was. As I'm watching The Handmaid's Tale. Also,
Wait, what's that?
I
Haven't
don't
seen
know
it.
what that
You've
is.
not heard of it?
Oh.
You've not heard of that? That's
No.
what's that like? Aaron, is that 7-8 years ago? When is that, or is it older? Than
yeah, I
that?
think they're on season 6 or 7 right now, but I'm like way behind on it. I'm like
What is
season
that?
2 or
Oh, it's
3.
a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a show where like the U.S. gets kind of taken over by a new sort of like pretty repressive regime.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so it's yeah, like I don't need to get into it. Yeah, based
Good
off.
show.
I'm not unmuted my mic, but I have something I wanted
Dylan,
to joke about.
What are you watching? You said.
I don't
you
think I
said
need to
yes,
watch
you
the
were-
show,
Aaron were watching
actually.
something. Anything else? Oh, okay. How about you know what might be fun? What is the non-political media hot take that you guys have, like about a movie that you think is really good that people think is underrated?
Man. Huh.
Oh boy.
I feel like I could have figured out an answer to the first part, but now I'm like, oh, that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I gotta ponder this while I'm in the armory.
Sure.
You know, I'll stay on theme. I think solo leveling is not as good as Freeren, and people think it's enemy of the year are crazy.
It's not as good as what?
Freeren.
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen Freeren?
is
My
real
hot
good.
take is I
Oh,
think
you-
Free Rent is really boring. That's my.
Okay.
hot
Oh, my
no.
get
take.
the How?
Okay.
What? It's so.
Do you not have an attention span? Like, what do you mean? You
I mean,
get like
no.
get like one episode in,
I
you're
have a better
good.
attention span than you. I've seen you sit there and you just browse TikTok while bed rotting. I don't do that.
What do you mean you've seen me do that?
Well, not literally seen, but you have announced many times.
Yeah, you do it too,
And that is
though.
what you do. Therefore, your attention span is more likely cooked than mine. I don't
No.
browse TikTok to the degree that you do. Nope. I refuse.
Yeah, but like, you have a wife and stuff. You guys like do other things. I don't have. What do I do after stream? Like, I got nothing
you
else.
have a wife and stuff, so like.
And stuff.
Yeah,
on.
yeah, like you got other stuff you do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really do much else off stream half the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's fine.
Would you guys be mad if I did a flank on a build?
I'd be
don't think
fuming.
anyone would be mad at you.
I'm doing my
Okay,
Ryan
Vlad will be mad at you. That's different.
feed barrier build for you all.
I think. Can you go super? I'm gonna do the soldier helix build, or sorry, the AOE build where I just run into them. So if we're diving them all in, I'm down.
Okay.
Did y'all see Emung's like healing station build where he just constantly had biotic field up as soldier?
No, was that today?
No, it was yesterday, but he man didn't fire a single bullet for like 3 minutes. Just ran and sprinted in circles.
That's what I'm gonna do too right now.
Weird. Like one of the worries we had for Stadium was that you would kind of like learn all of the builds, and then it would kind of lose some of its depth there. And maybe there's like part of that to it, but sometimes I can just do the same build like every match, and like each round when I get the new thing, I'm like kind of just excited to see its effect, you know? And like
Yeah.
God, I'm like I have a lot of fun with it.
So I have a question then about that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Deadlock at all?
A little bit, yeah.
So like, you know how you can share builds? Like you can like, I can make a build and then share publicly and like title it like Flat's build, and then you can type like, oh, like this is early game, buy these items early game, buy these items late game,
These
and
are
then
your
like
core
sell
items.
this.
These are your flex items.
Yeah, like it's like if they're running, you know, X type of build, buy this item, otherwise, you know, run these, and then you can share that, and like people can look up on like you know, there's like a search bar where it's like you can type in, oh, Flat's Abrams build, and people can copy, or they can literally just like grab my build and follow it all the way through. And so like they don't have to like look through everything to figure out like what the best builds could be or what like they want to run. Like I could make one for them, and then it just like, you know, you could share it with other people or share it with like your friends or whatever you wanted to do, and you can get like different builds from different people and like favorite them. And so like, let's say you have like one really good tanky build that you like, you could have that like saved, and then you could have a build saved for like for damage or for like a fire strike build. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to answer that one. What's the right way to say it? We think that's a great idea.
What a cool idea! All right.
That's a really cool idea if we were to do something like that.
If.
You know, like, it'd probably be similar to something like the workshop, maybe, you know, where you can, like, get codes and stuff like that and share it.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to be able to import and export, like, your own builds, too.
Yes.
I'm stressing poor Megan out already.
Back up. But, yeah, I guess we couldn't really say
Yeah, no, it's all good.
if we were doing that and win, but it's a really good idea. And
Something
we
to
are
consider.
working on features for Stadium to come out in the next few seasons. So
We could just nod
maybe.
enthusiastically at what you said. How's that?
Not enthusiastically, I like it.
Enthusiastically for an idea to share builds.
Awkward, Nano.
Okay. I have a giant list of things that I was
Nice, Aaron.
short bit of feedback, but I feel like a lot of them may have already been solved or may be addressed. Smile and nod. Blink
Don't talk
twice.
about the aim offset. Don't say it.
Uh-huh.
6.
Okay, perfect. For season 18? No, for next week.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Next week.
Oh, thank God.
Ah, you guys were
Oh,
quick.
that was a great charge. Pretty proud of that.
Hey, we got one.
Guys, it's coming together.
Is
I
there
think that would be a
any-
great feature though. Flats, like all the way back to that. We can move on, but it's a good feature.
What about a feature where not just in the training range, but if right now we can go into the training range and mess around with the build and shoot bots, but can we bring a friend in that training range but put them on the other team who also can create a build? Just in that training range mode. Just open it up for team 1 and team 2 in that practice range. That's
Honestly,
it.
training
And
range in
that-
general could be cool with that.
Yeah, and then that will allow the community to QA test for you guys to be like, hey, can I as a diva matrix the lava that comes out of the other diva? And I won't be able to try that or test that out until like I get it in a real game. But if the practice range were available, hypothetically, for both teams, who can, you know, mess around with different builds.
That's actually
Would be
really
nice.
cool. We haven't actually talked about that. We are like talking and like pretty seriously looking at bringing it to custom game though. So you could kind of get that same thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because you can go into the practice range in custom game.
I think
and
the
do
maps
2
would be
teams
too
in there
small,
already.
Ray.
That's why I was like, well,
But yeah, we don't have a date for that, but that is we're pretty intent on doing that.
yeah, especially because if you're not opting for quick play, like, you know, because it's competitive by nature, I have a feeling that like if you get to a certain point in ranks, people are going to be pretty sweaty, I would imagine, at the higher ranks. But what if I just want to mess around with like a stupid build, you know what I mean? That like may not be competitively viable, but it's really silly. I think that's half the fun of this mode too. So something with like less on the line, not comp, so like a custom game would be, in my opinion, a really nice addition.
Do you guys hear that? Dude, it sounds like fucking someone's hammering my walls.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that one actually. Custom games, I think, would go really hard in this.
Because I'm gonna get like if we're sitting here in the All-Star Elite rank or whatever the Legend rank, and I suddenly just have the urge to
Do you guys
a
hear
flying
it?
Zarya build. Like,
Oh god, it's the
can I do it, or
ninjas.
will I be flamed?
They're breaking in. I'm sorry, I shouldn't ask the question. My bad.
Or just
Por que no los dos?
no. You're on.
Yeah. We cook here.
Jesus! You guys hear it?
I tried to save you, Aaron.
No.
It's not quite fast enough. I felt like there was a question like 30 seconds ago that I didn't even
You entered like
You're
a.
just so focused. Yeah.
Yeah,
entered, like,
I don't know
this
how you
mode.
all do this.
Oh, just like
Yeah,
being able to
seriously.
yap while mid
Yeah.
game.
Nah,
Right?
hang on, don't let him pretend. When he yaps, like in my games, I don't hear him for like hours, and then I just catch him like doing like the most random things. Like he,
Yeah. Flats gives me shit for that. I'll be like, Kark, heal me. And he's just sitting there with 20 HP staring at me, and I'm just walking, ignoring him. And that's the part where I should have played the bit where, you know, I was doing it intentionally.
I'm starting to believe that you do do it intentionally sometimes. Someone up here?
30 seconds left.
We got this.
Nano.
Space to mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's rolling.
I guess we'll
Got him.
push. Well, we'll see what happens here.
That is very rude of there, Moira.
Yeah.
No.
Me and Flats will be there very soon. We're booking it.
Coming.
One.
We're back.
No, I'm
Got
sorry.
Two dead,
Good,
two
you're
dead.
good,
Go,
you're
go,
good.
go.
Nice.
So a question I keep seeing is people want to know if the exclusive maps, if there's potentially going to come into the the base game modes, like, or maybe even a version of it.
They're
There's, like,
beautiful
we don't-
maps, by the way. They're beautiful maps.
Aren't they, like,
Yeah.
I love that map we were just on, the Paris map.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so good. Right now, we don't have a plan for that because there's not like a good way of like translating
I
them
figured, yeah.
into it. We do talk about like, because I don't really know how we'd make that Paris map into like a full-size push map. You know, like it's not really set up for it right now. But we talk about like maybe as we build new ones, we do it that way. Like imagine we did like a brand new exclusive control point. Like typically our control maps need 3 points, but this would be a good way to like kickstart a new control map for the rest of the game. So like do one for stadium and then build on top of it later in order for us to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ask, yeah, could they put them in arcade arena maps?
That's actually a great idea.
Wait, what'd you say, Kark? What was the idea?
I was just reading out a message out loud. Maybe the stadium maps could be used as arcade arena maps.
Oh,
Like
true,
FFA
actually.
maps too. Like yeah, some of these would be great. We're on Clash right now. You can't get Clash in rounds 1 or 2. It's like a special hidden rule we have
Or
here.
round 7.
Oh.
Or round 7, yeah.
Yeah.
We just feel like it's such a fast mode that it's not as satisfying in like the early rounds or the super late one.
Mm-hmm. I will say Clash doesn't feel nearly as bad to me in this. Like I whenever I got Clash in like normal base game, I was just like, oh my god, not again. But this hasn't been too bad.
You don't have that like last third point problem on it, you know?
Yep.
I have the AoE build right now, the sprint build, so I'm gonna need everybody to press W at the same time.
I just saw you running. I was trying. We desynced though. You went in and
I'm
I had
so
just
ready.
made, so it was.
I'm so ready.
poor timing. I'll
I'm about
sync
to
it off
sprint
of your
into them. Okay,
I'm gonna
perfect.
take Dagger. Give me a second to take Dagger.
Wait, Dylan, hit me with the speed in just a second. And Aaron, I'm gonna hit
Oh
the
god, I'm
charge. Here
getting
we go. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. I'm on this May. I'm on the May. I'm getting booped. I'm getting booped. It's over for me.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, thank you. The build sucks.
Oh, how did that make it out of that?
Either the build sucks or I'm just bad at Soldier 76 AoE Biotic Field.
It's never your
I
fault.
know the answer. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
Damn it.
I thought I got away.
Here I come. I'm here.
You got this!
I did not mean to fall down
Dealing
there.
damage. My field
Moira
over.
was like
My Biotic
one.
field's over.
Almost back. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm on 70 FOV now. I feel like 70 feels more
There's a
normal.
cast up here.
What FOV do you guys play at?
Usually use the default
The
of
max.
70. I'm not a true gamer, so I don't.
See, I was actually doing max until today, and I feel like the 70 actually feels better.
Yeah, I'm really. I don't know what it
75.
is.
Yeah? Is it just
Yeah.
because of the
70 is
3P? You like it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just feels more normal.
70 is what I did all the cameras at. Like, that's what I made them at, so...
Mm-hmm. I think you did a good job.
My brain's just wired to it at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a coward. Any character with a scope, I'm on first person.
Yeah, I'm first personing right now.
Wow. You're not even using the third person. That's crazy.
I do it for a few heroes, but not all. I'm mostly first person.
Yeah, I made a TikTok like the first day of playing, and like most people were like, "Oh my god, like I don't know how I would like not get motion sickness." And I realized it was because I'm on 90 FOV and I'm pinging across the map, and I'm also like,
that's when you start getting the fisheye effect.
yeah, the fisheye, and then also like, you know, in the TikTok format, so it's like vertical and
oh god, yeah,
I'm
you have a really tough
probably
time
not the
at
best
that.
representation of it, yeah.
yeah,
Really tough. It's really tough to anchor yourself to like the environment in that scenario. So I could totally see that.
Also, do you guys have like fun build names? Cause like we were just like spitballing yesterday and coming up with some really fun names. So I know Aaron said he has his little Rhine speedy build, but do you have a nice, creative, witty name for it?
Oh, no, I've just been calling it my comfort build, but I should come up with like
Like
better
really, like some of the
name.
fun stuff, yeah. Because there's like the Diva Defense Matrix one. There's like sliding in your DMs, and then there's like what were you guys cooking yesterday? Some people were coming up with some really funny names. I did the Zarya bubble. We're called the BBL, the big bubble lady.
No.
you did not just say that.
Moira's orbs was Morbin, the Morbin time.
I love that.
That's pretty good. So our build names were all done, and build descriptions. The final pass on them was done by our designer Larry, of Larry Pickle fame. I don't know if anybody's heard of Larry Pickle from Emung's stream.
Larry Pickles.
Larry Pickles. But then all the item names and the power names were mainly a pass that I did. And I tried to be funny on most of them, but I don't know. I don't know if I could ever equal Morbin time. That's kind of... That's it.
Hey, there's your media hot take right there. We softball it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
So wait, if you put your shield up, Aaron, you're gonna start speeding around. There. Well,
Yeah, I go faster, and I heal you all based off my max health.
All right, Ghost Riders, do your thing, chat. What do we call this? The Stellar Keller?
Oh, that's
the Stellar Keller is fire.
That's amazing.
That is very good. You know, I don't know if I'm a huge fan
Aaron
of this name.
Killer?
Aaron Killer?
Aaron
That just makes it
Killer.
sound like he kills
Aaron
other
Killer?
people named Aaron. Like there can only be one Aaron.
You should just do the next Rhine build where you actually just one-shot them from Fire Strike should be the Aaron Killer.
Yes.
All right, Dylan, what are you on right now? You're on Juno. Are you doing a little
Torpedoes primarily.
torpedo? Okay. Let's see. What can we
Holy
do with
torpedo.
torpedoes?
Did you lose Anna?
Cassie's killing
Oh
me.
god, hello.
Hang on, I'll be back in
Or
a
rhymes with
second.
torpedo. Speedo.
Heck.
Oh, they're not catching me.
No, but it's like, oh, the torpedoes delete people, so it's like torpedo deleto.
Okay. Dylan's
so fun.
Deleto torpedoes. All right. Dig it.
Yeah. That we can make that work. There's something.
There's something brewing. I've also done like nothing with this soldier build. Like this moving biotic field
Did you just
build
fall
has
off the
not
map?
been cooking. No, I just helix rocketed the floor.
Oh. I heard that made me shoot faster, but it's actually messed with my timing now, and I gotta get rid of it.
Those can be tricky.
The attack
That was
speed
actually
stuff is
a-
amazing with Rhine though.
That was definitely a challenge that we had when making a lot of the items and powers, and even like with the camera stuff is you're competing with like a decade of muscle memory that people have, and so you kind of have to factor that in. I mean, thankfully we have a lot of people obviously who have been playing the game for that long, working on this, so it's not impossible, but it is something that we have to consider when we do like transformative stuff.
That's my build. It takes a while, but I think it's come online now. I think we got it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll heal you,
Oh.
and then
I see
you'll-
it.
Yes,
it.
and then I've got my battlefield barrier.
Wait,
What
that's
in the-
awesome.
It's
I don't think I've
brighter
seen
than
a
the
single
sun.
Rhine take this yet because every Rhine
Yes.
I've seen just does like the charge and the Fire Strike build.
The charge is
All
too
right,
fun.
the Stellar Keller is online.
That's
The-
because
the-
I don't need the
take
glory.
Ryan.
I want you to all have the glory here. I mean, I make this game for you to have fun, right? Not for me.
Sure.
That's not true.
You're so right for that, Messi.
Alright, let me see this Helix rocket right through it. I'm waiting. And pew! Did it work?
What the heckity heck?
Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, never mind. I lived.
I'm running in there.
What the?
Oh, the lunge.
Oh. Oh.
No, what?
I was about to
This
save
Cassie's
you.
crazy.
Yeah, their Cassidy's like.
He just two-tapped me across the map. What is this build
Yeah.
he's got?
I was like, oh, you're safe, Flats. I can heal you.
I actually got two-tap. That's crazy.
My barrier has 3,600 health, by the way.
Oh, that's not going down.
Pretty good.
Put that in the base game.
Right.
Not biased at
For
all.
you, Fred.
Oh my god, I got one shot by a torpedo.
Damn.
Ouch. I was trying to do a little whole sprinty sprint.
Backing out.
I'm starting to notice there might be a
Go.
weakest link on this team, and I don't want to spoil who it is.
You don't have your card like that.
Yeah, don't talk
Got
about
her.
it like that.
His chat does that. I don't have to. But
Real.
True. Real.
We're still up here, boys. We got this.
Aaron, I'm trying, man.
Coming back.
No, it's good.
This May needs to step on a Lego and stub her toe and just be mildly
whoa,
inconvenienced.
that's a little.
Colin.
Yeah, sorry.
harsh.
That might be a
Not
little
my
too far.
stream.
My fault.
Megan!
I hope that May's meal's a little cold.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Y'all,
can keep
did
going.
you know he was like this?
I've always had a feeling, but I didn't have proof.
Megan shows up in my chat. I thought you were saying my name. I am saying your name. Carq,
Yeah,
major
Smile was trying
brand
to
risk
cancel
right
me.
now.
I am.
Major brand risk right now.
Careful.
Y'all, okay. I like cannot be in the air while that Cassidy exists. Them's the rules now.
I miss the
Huge.
toxicity, so I'll let it slide.
Does she have closer?
Just CarQ things.
She
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't. She
does not have Blizzard, no.
She's low.
I don't need to use my ult right now. Flats has caught me.
I'm slowing him. I'm slowing her. I'm sprinting.
Saving my ult for the next fight.
Here.
Nice.
We're gaming.
Gaming.
Well done.
Question. Thank you. I wonder how are you guys gonna handle heroes with abilities and ultimate transformations like Ramatra, Winston, and Bastion? I'd imagine it would be very difficult for third person and cause motion sickness.
True.
I'm letting Dylan take that one.
Oh boy. Okay. Can you repeat the question? Sorry. So how do we combat like motion sickness on characters who transform for abilities?
Yes. Yeah, that's basically the. It wasn't
Yeah,
really a
so
question. They posed it as a statement, but we'll phrase it as a question.
Oh
here.
well, then I can't answer it. I'm sorry. If the original wasn't a question. But no.
I wonder
so,
how. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a great statement. No, we consulted with, actually Microsoft has a ton of experts on stuff like motion sickness and various accessibility directives, and so we actually consulted with a group of those folks on our third-person camera, because that's like a huge thing that comes with that territory, right? And so, yeah, we got a lot of really excellent advice from them, and then have been applying that advice kind of anytime we're working on characters. In terms of like a transforming character, we haven't done anything for anything like that yet. But obviously, if the goal is to get everybody in here, it's something that we're thinking about. And I think the biggest important aspect to remember is that there can be motion. Like, it's not that any motion causes motion sickness. It's that the motion is expected and like communicated, and you can continue to maintain your understanding of your place in the world when it happens. And so like part of how we did that with just the regular cast is moving a lot of these characters closer to the center of the screen so that you have kind of a more direct line to your reticle. Because that just helps you not have to split your focus more to your periphery and the center. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and it will totally apply to characters like that who change size. But we've got a plan for it. We're getting pretty good at this now, so.
Yeah, and we have like the ability to do like custom animations, custom like camera offsets, and even camera animations for every hero. Like a lot of our heroes, we've even got like different upper body like rotation and animations on them for their third-person camera than for first-person. So it's starting to work out.
Yeah, like you might notice when you watch Ryan in 3P, like the animation of his armor moving around and stuff is actually like more kind of subdued than it would be if you were seeing a Ryan in 3P coming at you. Right?
Really?
Because, yeah, so there's...
I didn't notice.
Yeah, so there's basically the animations when it's an opponent's animation, right? You want that to be pretty animated. You want to know who it is. Their silhouette is supported by that. But when it's you and you're the one playing that character, you know you're playing as Reinhardt, right? We don't have to sell that to you. So it's actually our animators did awesome work to help mitigate some of that through bringing down some of the louder animations.
So, I have to ask, I honestly love the third person. It is genuinely, in a lot of ways, just feels like such a different game in a lot of good ways.
Oh.
From the way you've worded it, I feel like I have my answer already, but is there ever plans to bring third person to the base game as well?
I think
As
that
an option?
So it's like that's a good question, and what we're gonna like wait to see what everybody thinks after Stadium launches.
Yeah.
And kind of get some feedback from there. I think it's like there's like a possibility of it happening because even if it's not better for every character, there's some like I like playing Ryan in third person. It feels really nice, right?
Yeah.
So if we were to do it, it'd be a pretty staged like rollout for it, to where it'd probably be like, okay, let's bring it to quick play, see if there's issues with it in quick play, and then like after we were running it there for a while, you know, like maybe there's the possibility of it going even further. There's like, it's contentious on the team right now. There's people with perspectives in both directions. You know, some people are worried that, hey, what like it's going to be an unfair advantage with corner peeking and stuff like that. And like even like some pre-aiming situations. And it's like maybe a little bit, but like our game isn't, it's not like a cover shooter or something like that. Like you're moving a lot in Overwatch, and so I don't know. So I tend to think that there's a potential for it to work, but it's not the sort of thing we just throw over the wall, you know, and be like, hey, it's like on next season. We'd be pretty careful with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I unfortunately would have to hop out. I have a hard out right now, but yeah, I had a blast playing with you guys. That was a ton of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Gotta win.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah, we gotta do this again.
That Ryan
Absolutely.
Heal was amazing. I actually really liked that a great deal.
I like the team play Ryan, the non-selfish Ryan.
It's so fun. And you know what? Because I'm faster, I can cover people. Like I can get to them fast. It was like I love that build.
I think in the most stadium cash too. Like I think you were ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
he was almost at like 70K or something.
Actually,
it's also the build I play when I play with people that are better than me, because it just makes them better.
Hey, it's good to do.
Yeah.
You're a facilitator. But yeah, GG's, y'all. Let's definitely do this again. This was a lot of fun.
I'm down.
Yeah, it was
great.
Yeah,
I know Elon
I'll
would
try to
love
answer
to.
more questions next time instead of just like concentrating on playing.
No, you're good.
There was moments of very quiet, and when things started to get really heated,
Yeah,
we were all sweating.
I can tell. It's like a question was asked, and it's like, sorry, what?
Listen, I'm sweating over here trying not to like throw in front of the world here. So
I'm not like this at home. I pay attention to my partner and kids. I swear, you know.
It's a skill set to play and yap at the same time. So
yeah, man. Props to y'all.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks for the group.
Yeah,
thanks everyone.
Thanks
have a great night and enjoy Stadium.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.